So, hello guys. I hope your holiday season is going on fine. So, today I thought I should talk about the motivational self improvement books that I plan to read come 2026 by the grace of God. So, before I go ahead, I want to tell you guys how I got inspired to go back to my motivational or self improvement books because I bought these books years back and sort of dumped them and all that. But then I was watching some bookish content on YouTube. And before I used to think that BookTube, Bookstagram, Book Talk was all about just novels or fiction and all that. Then I saw some channels that actually talked about book as in books in general, textbooks, reports, essays, poems, memoirs, everything that is written down. I was like inspired. I say, this is what I like. This is me. I like reading everything. I have no particular one. Of course, I like. There are some I like, but everything that is written down, I am all for it. So I was inspired to go and pick up my motivational books that I've abandoned for years and read them once again, and also remind myself of the knowledge that I was able to gain from them in years past. So today, I am going to tell you guys about three of them that I hope to go back to and read in 2026. So, the first book I'll show you guys is not actually, if you have been watching my channel, you know I'd already talked about this book. And I told you guys it's one of the books I would like to read before the end of 2025. But obviously, I don't think that is going to happen. I have read quite a bit of it, and then I'm really happy that I went back to it because it reminded me of a lot of things I actually learned when I bought this book newly and have sort of applied in my life and have seen the benefits of it. So I'm on page 108. That is roughly half of the book. And being a self-improvement book is not something I rush through. So I take my time to read it. So this book is going to cross over to 2026, and in 2026 I'm going to finish it. So this is the first self-improvement books I'm going to be finishing, God willing, in 2026. It's a finance book written by Richard Templar, as I've told you guys before. I can see written at the back, say personal development, personal finance. So this is it. So this, hopefully this will make a great difference or a great change in my financial life. It will improve my financial life. After all, it is a self improvement book. So the second book, self improvement book that I'm going to be reading in 2026 is this, Growing Under Glass. I'm an avid gardener and avid farmer. I love growing things, gardening, farming. That is right up my alley. So I actually bought this book because there was a time I was really into growing things at home. And growing things at home is a place where you can easily build your greenhouses or grow things under cover, even when the weather is harsh and all that. So when I bought this book, I actually went to the particular chapter where I actually had questions and read it. After that, I dropped it. I did not read the whole thing through. So in 2026, by the grace of God, I hope to read it cover to cover, page by page. Growing Under Glasses is written by Kenneth A. Beckett. And from what I hear, it is in volumes. Behind it says Mitchell Beasley and the Royal Horticultural Society have joined forces to produce a marvelously practical and comprehensive encyclopedia of gardening. Together, the books form a complete library of modern horticultural techniques. Unique in its scope and detail, the encyclopedia is widely accepted as the standard work by gardeners and students of gardening alike. So it is in volumes, and this is just the one I have because at the time it answered the questions that I had. I'm going to read it page by page to improve myself, to improve my gardening skills, which is something I love. So I'm going to improve myself also in the area of gardening. And I'm sure I'm going to find a lot of information in this book. So that is the second book that I self improvement book that I will be going for in 2026. Of course, I'll be reading my novels, but then I'll also be improving myself in the process. So, last but not the least, this book I bought it when I was quite very young. I know as a young person just growing up, about to enter the university, your confidence, at least for most people, I think, some people are full of confidence right from the womb. Your confidence is not really 100%. So I remember I bought this book just to, how do I say it, improve my self confidence. And I'm sure most of you will recognize the title. It was quite a popular book back in the day. Yes, guys, how to win friends and influence people. In my generations, many young people, this was their Bible. And then I was going through my shelf the other day and I was like, wow, this book is still here. I actually wrapped it. So my children removed the wrapping. Then I now saw it. And I was like, wow, this book is still here. I remember many of the things I learned from this book, and I'm like, I'm going to go back and read it because nowadays life has gone haywire. I was like, if everybody could read this book and live by it, the world would be a better place because it contains things to make life generally easier, and then make life generally easier for you and for other people. So this is a reread for me. It has been many years, more than 10 years, that I bought and read this book. And back then, I actually read it many times. I'm think up to 5 times. I think of because I was serious about like getting confidence and all that. So I'm going to go right back and read it once again because I'm sure I'm going to find gems that our current society has basically forgotten about, and then our life is harder for it. So this is the third self-improvement book I am going to be reading in 2026. So the book is written by Dale Carnegie, as you all know, for those of you that know the book. And it says over 15 million copies sold, and I'm not surprised. I told you in my generation it was like a Bible to live by. So at the back it says, you can go after the job you want and get it. You can take the job you have and improve it and make it work for you. For over 50 years, the rock solid, time tested advice in the book has carried thousands of famous people up to the ladder of success in their business and personal life. So, this book is going to improve my life in the area of personal relationships and also business. So, I'm going to read it hopefully in 2026. So, that's it, guys, for the 3 books that I hope to read in 2026 to improve myself. So, what about you? Are you going to read any self improvement books, or are you just a novel person reading only for entertainment, or you are not just interested in anything that is not a novel? I would like to know in the comment section. Please comment and tell me about the self improvement books that you hope to read in 2026. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Happy holidays. Bye.